Oh wait, this is still on the screen. Whoops.
Tick-tock goes the doomsday clock. It's hard to argue with a fascist when you're sucking his cock. That's the first line of the show. I'm sorry if anyone brought a friend along to see me for the first time. He's not like this on Instagram, I swear to God. I've been mistaken for the bastard son of Barney. I'm the spawn that gets born on the lawn when a Muppet fucks a carny. But tonight I'll be your prophet of doom. Just in case you're not reading the room, it would seem the apocalypse is happening soon. We are witnessing the end of the world. Can I get an amen? Can I get a witness? Can I get a classic old school American breakfast? Can I get that with no eggs, no bacon, no toast, no hash browns, no sausage, no coffee, no waffles, no ketchup? You know what? I'll just have a banana. Sing it! We are, witnessing the end of the world. It's coming down now, people. We are witnessing the end of the world. This morning, I awoke in the midst of a dream. And I was aware that I'd been having a conversation in my dream, but I couldn't recall who I was speaking to or what was being said. And then I realized it was just my subconscious conversing with my inner child to process and resolve something I was struggling with on a deeper psychological level. And I thought to myself, what the fuck are you saying behind my back, subconscious? You got a problem, subconscious? You say it to my fucking face! I've been doing a lot of work on self-acceptance. I know I look like a purple minion with an Ozempic dependency. I accept that. It has its silver linings. For example, I did a world tour last year, and you'll be glad to know Minions translates everywhere. Yeah. Sesame Street, not so much. I don't know if you know this, but a lot of European countries have their own version of Sesame Street. In Germany, for example, Sesame Street is called Sesamstrasse.
Sesamstrasse!
That's true. It's true. To help me on this journey of self-acceptance, I've been dabbling in this ancient mindfulness technique called unfuckification. Oh my God, it's so effective, you can play at home. The way it works, right, is every time you think something shitty about yourself, you consciously intercept that thought and you think the opposite instead. So you might be thinking, you will never fulfill your true potential. Just ignore that my inner monologue has the voice of Bane from The Dark Knight Rises. So you're thinking, you will never fulfill your true potential. Then you'll die alone in a motel room in Florida, choking on a cauliflower burrito while watching Antiques Roadshow. And then you intercept that thought and you think the opposite, like, your choice to be vegan makes you better than everyone else. Very exciting to be here in America. I've spent a lot of time in America the last few years. This is where I've been touring mostly. This is why I decided to shoot my special here, because I've been touring here so much. Interesting time to be here.
Ain't that the truth?
A little bit tense. People are still very friendly, even here in Brooklyn. People have been so nice to me. Although You know how little kids, when they experience something for the first time, they put it in their mouth to figure out what it is? I never grew out of that. So anytime I meet someone new, as I'm shaking their hand, I just slowly force their hand into my mouth. Oh, so nice to meet you. And people in New York love that shit. But you are an active people, the Americans. You're very enthusiastic as a culture. You know, you talk big and you follow through, even on the horrible shit.
Ain't that the fucking truth?
You know what I mean? I'm from Australia. We are far more passive-aggressive than active because we are riddled with colonial guilt. You guys just ignore your colonial guilt. We wear ours like an uncomfortable jacket. So, therefore, Australians talk big, but we don't really follow through. You want some examples? All right, I'll give you some fucking examples. Here's one. Wi-Fi was invented by an Australian, and you can't fucking get it anywhere in that country. You want another one? I'll give you another one. The black box flight recorder was invented by an Australian. Australia hasn't had a plane crash since.
That's a good thing, though, Randy.
You want another one? I'll give you another one. Gardasil was invented by an Australian. The revolutionary HPV vaccine that protects women against 3/4 of all cervical cancers, and yet Australia is still full of sick cunts.
Okay. Okay.
But these days, when I go home to Australia, the question I get asked most is, Randy, you goddamn Adonis, how do you stay so fucking shredded? 2 words, my friends. Introductory offer. I'm a touring comedian. I am always on the road, and every single city in the world has fitness studios with heavily discounted or free classes for first-time attendees. I mean, if you plan ahead, sign up using the address of a nearby Starbucks, you can suck a town dry, baby!
I think that's illegal.
Gotta keep this shit tight. I have routines on the road that I do to keep me sane, you know. For example, I've been doing the same thing after every show for the last 20 years. I have a very specific post-show routine. What I do, right, is after every show, I immediately exit the venue via the nearest fire escape, gently run back to my hotel, just going... Get back to the hotel, kick the door of the hotel room open, always with the left foot for some reason. Strip completely naked, spend 47 minutes whipping myself with a birch branch. I intend on reenacting the entire 47 minutes. And then I...
Shadow, what the fuck are you talking about?
Slip into my favourite silk kimono, which has pictures of my own face on it. And then I leave my hotel room, and I spend the rest of the night slowly stalking the corridors of the hotel, removing do not disturb signs from all the door handles. You gotta find ways to unwind. You know what I mean? You gotta celebrate your wins. You have to enjoy it when things go well. You know, that is a lesson I think I probably learned too late in life. I never used to enjoy it when things went well for me. Never used to celebrate my victories. I preferred to marinate in my own failures overnight in the refrigerator.
I fucking feel you there, buddy.
Lying there in the darkness at 3 a.m. under plastic wrap like a shame-riddled chicken breast. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh God.
Oh no. But then I realised that artistic failure is nothing more than a capitalist illusion perpetuated by parasitic ticketing companies who trap artists in a cycle of perpetual output in order to sell booze and buffalo wings to anxious, disenfranchised and horny sapiens. Sapiens, by the way, sapiens whose convenient and immediate access to distraction has destroyed their tolerance for discomfort to a level where anything even approaching boredom is met with a junkie-like impatience for instant gratification. And then I confronted the reality that in that analogy, I'm a drug dealer. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm just out there lacing the algorithm with lazy crowd work, street grade fentanyl. Yeah, because you got to give the people what they want, don't you? Come on! Take that, you dopamine junkie fucks, yeah! Living in this self-aware dystopia where the world is run by a handful of badly drawn cartoon villains who also have minions, but their minions are a bunch of single white men in their mid-20s who worship meta, have a go bag full of semi-automatic weapons, and involuntarily ejaculate every time a Cybertruck drives past.
I'm stealing that.
See, Minions does translate everywhere. And then I discovered that the precise moment in history when all of humanity collapsed into spiritual corruption coincides perfectly with the appearance of the first banana.
Roll credits.
Yeah, look, I'm not sure what you thought the show was going to be about. But I'm guessing from your response, not that. You better settle the fuck in, my friends, because from here on out, it is essentially a 58-minute banana lecture. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. Embrace it. And to really understand the true depth of this banana conspiracy, we need to travel back in time to 10,000 years ago, to the jungles of Southeast Asia. Nearby glaciers are retreating. The temperature is rising, and that's too loud. Turn it off. It's distracting. Stop the track. It's distracting. Stop it.
I don't know why this is getting me as good as it is.
So 10,000 years ago, in the jungles of Southeast Asia, this new species of plant just began appearing. These giant, unruly green leaves erupting like dreadlocks on a white bass player in a shit funk band. As the plant develops, it grows flowers, which, when pollinated, develop tiny seeds. Now, at this stage, the seeds are nothing more than a collection of cells, incapable of conscious thought. But if you squished one, you could still face criminal charges in 19 American states. As the... What was that fucking reaction? New York? People going, "Ah!" And then like 4 people going, "He just stated a true fact." That's what that was. Just Jesus Christ. Okay. So as the plant develops, I do have to say, I am enjoying driving around America, once again playing my favourite game, pro-life billboard bingo. It's so much fun. If I get 3 fetuses in a row, I'm allowed to pull over and eat a Cliff Bar. So as the plant develops, the flowers... Actually, you know my favourite billboard?
Oh boy.
My favourite billboard is it's just outside of Philadelphia. It's on the road from Philly to Pittsburgh. Huge billboard on the side of the road.
Hey, I live
and
in
it just
Pittsburgh.
says, "We save the whales and the trees, but not our unborn children. Sad." Where does one begin unpacking that shit? Firstly, I'm sorry, we're saving the whales and the trees now? I missed that Zoom meeting. Perhaps I was out at the time having an abortion.
Wait, Randy can get pregnant? Oh my god, this changes everything. Randy, get the fuck over here!
So as the plant develops, the flowers themselves, they transform into these hand-like clusters with multiple fingers reaching in the direction of the sun, like an Airbnb host installing a camera above a shower. And these fingers go by many names, my friends. But I have only ever known them by one name, and that name is...
Your laugh is creepier than Morgan's, Randy.
Oh, that is awesome. You know, now, if anything goes wrong in the show, I'll just be like, look at that. Oh, you didn't think that was funny? How about that? I'll be breaking banana in case of emergency tonight, my friends. Look, it might sound crazy, but everything on planet Earth was going just fine until the goddamn banana showed up. It was 4.5 billion years of symbiotic simplicity, and then it went bananas, crops, permanent settlements, animal agriculture, disease, slavery, famine, war, economics, and the state of the traffic in Brooklyn. Am I right, folks? Am I right?
Yeah, you're right, Randy.
Local reference.
Local reference.
But it all started with the fucking banana. And do we even actually know what bananas even actually are? Even? Did you know that bananas are classified as a berry? Oh, well, I fucking didn't! Did you know that banana trees are classified as a herb? Bullshit! The confidence with yes! Fuck you! If somebody appeared on this stage right now, held up a banana and said, oh look, I picked this berry from a herb, you would assassinate them. Also, every banana that you buy off the shelf is a clone. They are not fertilised. They are certainly not pollinated. They come from replanted shoots pulled from the base of other members of the same crop. Ugh. Bananas are the product of incest. Next time you put a banana into your mouth, just imagine choking down the putrid cock of your creepiest uncle. You're welcome. Hello there, what's your name?
Brittany.
Brittany?
Yeah.
Hello, Brittany.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
That's good.
I'm allergic to bananas.
You're allergic to bananas? Oh my God. This is the perfect show for you. What happens if you consume a banana?
I get really bad heartburn, itchy throat. It doesn't send me to a hospital, so I'll do it every once in a while.
It doesn't send you to hospital. That's a motto for life, isn't it? It doesn't send me to hospital, so I'll do it every once in a while. That's the way to live, Brittany. You're living it. You're living the dream. Brittany, what did you do today?
I studied ancient Roman coins.
Oh my fucking God. You know, sometimes you do crowd work and people in the front row just give you fucking nothing. And then on the odd occasion you happen to be filming the show for the special, somebody appears who studies ancient Roman coins. And you already know they're going to be immortalised for the rest of their lives in this special. Unless I completely fuck up this crowd work, which could happen. It could happen. You study ancient Roman coins. Why? Have we not already found out all we need to know from the ancient Roman coin?
Not even close.
What more is there to be learned from the ancient Roman coin?
When were they made? Where were they made? Why were they made?
When?
What are they made of?
Oh, yes. Okay, there are varying different things. They were made out of different things.
There's some
But where were they made? Ancient Rome, probably. Why were they made? I'd say currency, potentially. I've answered two of the questions. You could have taken half of the day off. Oh my God. Okay, is everyone familiar with the term playing second banana? You know that phrase? It's an old showbiz phrase, if you've never heard it before. It refers to a subordinate character who is playing a secondary role in support of the lead actor.
Sammy J.
You know, the lead actor, the more attractive, higher paid, more popular member of the cast, cheekbones, Scientology, cunt. In this case, the lead actor is the first banana. And that is a role that we are all conditioned to aspire to. Taught from a young age to always reach for the best looking banana first. And to do whatever it takes to become that first banana. At the expense of everything and everyone else. Because nobody wants to be second banana. Nobody wants to be Art Garfunkel, Ashley Simpson, or Jeremy Bin Laden.
Jeremy Bin Laden.
Let alone third or fourth banana. Oh no, get left in the fruit bowl too long. I get all bruised and stinky. But you don't get thrown out, do you? Oh no, you get put in the freezer on the off chance that one day maybe someone will put you in a smoothie or use you to make some banana bread. Yeah, but that never happens, does it? No, you just stay in there for years, stuck to the back of the freezer, covered in frost, harder than chiseled granite, going, I could have been a doctor!
Okay. Is that who I think it is? Is that longest solo ever? Because first of all, ew. Hate him now.
And you know, it's not just show business where people have first banana energy. You'll see people on the streets with first banana energy. Like these people who drive around on motorcycles with inbuilt stereo systems. I don't approve of that. Some man drove past me today on a motorcycle just cranking tunes at full volume. I was like, not in my society.
Not in my society.
If you like the Red Hot Chili Peppers that much, buy some headphones or a car! But I would argue that everyone in this room, at one time or another, has aspired to become first banana. I know I have. I mean, I was almost cast in the lead role for the Ridley Scott film Alien Covenant. But I shall never speak of that. But if you have wanted to become first banana, you also need to acknowledge that the pursuit of becoming first banana is the root of all of the world's problems. Capitalism, imperialism, toxic masculinity, that whole my banana is bigger than your banana shit. Some of you on board, everybody else just going, are we about to be lectured on problematic masculinity by a dick-shaped cis man? Yes.
Yes.
Look, just to be clear, just to clarify, I like being a man. I like all the beautiful things that come with being a man. Like the soothing scent of stale tobacco on the fat fingers of a barber during a straight razor beard shave. Papa?
Oh, God.
I love the joy of being punched in the face at a sporting event, or the thrill of taking a shit in a public bathroom and having your naked penis make accidental contact with the inside of the toilet bowl. Nummy num 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 num. Oh yeah, love that. Just no. My dick's in the Dyson air dryer. If you didn't pick up on that. Look, I acknowledge that men have a number of honourable and redeeming qualities. It's just that I think they probably get enough airtime, you know? We've all seen Keanu Reeves shoot someone in the face at close range. I mean, it's poetry. 439 kills by John Wick is impressive by anyone's standards. But we can't all be mass-murdering pacifists. Some of us have to study Roman coins. The scariest thing that ever happened to me in America happened here in Brooklyn. Last time I was staying in Brooklyn, I was staying on the 4th floor of this apartment building, and I got home late one night. It was 2:30 a.m. when I climbed into bed. My bedroom light was off. My bedroom window was open. And from downstairs, outside, on the street, I heard Dang 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 dang. There was an ice cream truck coming down the street at 2:30 a.m. playing the music. It is the most sinister shit I've ever experienced in my life. Who the fuck is buying ice cream at 2:30 a.m.? The ghosts of 1950s polio children? Shocking. Shocking. I did go downstairs and get some ice cream, though.
Okay, so Randy Feltface is the ghost of a 1950s polio child. That's some new information.
They didn't have any banana flavour, though, unfortunately. Do you know that bananas used to taste gross? Do you guys like the taste of bananas? Yeah, apart from you down there, Brittany. Everybody else. I think what a lot of people don't realise is that millennia before they were the delicious treats they are today, bananas were virtually inedible. They were chalky, stinky little cylinders of filth filled with all sorts of yucky innards. They were the early human equivalent of a Subway sandwich. And then we started interbreeding them, cross-pollinating them, transforming them into the fruit equivalent of a pug dog. Wheezy.
Wheezy.
Useless.
Hold on, I need to hear that again. Yeah, do that again, Randy, I'm close.
Tasty little flesh nugget.
I'm going to call my girlfriend a tasty little flesh nugget later. In fact, I'm going to call her a tasty little flesh nugget right now. Good morning, my tasty little flesh nugget.
So once humans had genetically modified the living fuck out of the banana, we started trading it out of Southeast Asia and into the Middle East and into Africa. And then, one day, a group of innocent Portuguese and Spanish sailors who were on a respectful sightseeing expedition to the area ate the bananas and were instantly overcome with an overwhelming desire for world domination.
Yep.
And it is to that precise moment in history we can now definitively trace the origin of colonialism. Now, I gotta say, I have said that on stage in Spain and Portugal. They thought it was fucking hilarious. Every time I say it in America, you guys are like, no, shush.
So, he was right when he said, you guys just ignore your colonial guilt.
Look, I'm sure I don't need to remind any of you that vaginal yeast grows at an optimum temperature of 91 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
So too does the banana.
Oh.
And it was soon discovered that Central America and the Caribbean has the ideal semi-tropical climate for growing bananas. And that is what led to the United States of America formally adopting your now famous motto, "Can we make money off this?" Enter United Fruit Company, a plucky little American corporation who started out with a handful of banana plants in Honduras and quickly expanded into millions of acres of plantations, operations in 22 countries, and a habit of banning unions, bribing governments, and occasionally massacring their entire workforce. Yeah, think Amazon with better working conditions.
Amazon, but they have bathroom breaks.
Now, It's important to remember at this point in history that Europeans and Americans did not give two flying fucks about bananas, okay? You guys were knee-deep in apples and peaches. There were pies. There were pies just calling on every windowsill. You didn't need some tropical dickberry stinking up the house. So United Fruit started marketing bananas as a health food. They are the ones who convinced the American public that bananas were crucial to a healthy lifestyle. I mean, who among us could forget the famous 1898 advertising campaign, "Are you eating bananas or are you a fucking pussy?" And it is to that precise moment in history we can now definitively trace the origin of subliminal advertising. Yeah. And it worked. It actually worked. Bananas started making an obscene amount of money. And when the United States government realized that they needed to protect this now valuable resource, they sent in the Marines, and then later they sent in the CIA, and shit got real. And these conflicts became known as the Banana Wars. And in the span of around 60 years, an entire region was reshaped. Rebels and dictators rose and fell. Governments toppled. Fortunes were made. And 100,000 people died. All in the name of the humble.
He's gonna make a joke about it being his dick, right?
I'm worried about us as a species. I really am. Jesus, we should be exploring space with the dolphins right now. God damn it. Instead, you're all in here just going, "Here, look at the banana. It's yeller. It's yeller.
It's yeller."
This is worse than the time I was almost cast in the lead role for the Ridley Scott film, Alien Covenant. But
Family Guy cutaway, please.
I shall never speak of that. Shut up. Who even are you people? Who comes to see this? What life choices have you made? Where did everybody find? Who found me on social media? Who found me on social media? Yeah. See, this is an interesting time for me because I used to do jokes about how much I hate social media, and now it's literally how I sell all of my tickets. Yeah, which is nice, but it's not a good look, you know? Publicly joking about your repulsion of something and then winding up loving it. I mean, that'd be like Ricky Gervais getting fucked by a trans woman. I'd watch that special.
You know, I was gonna say something, but honestly, same.
These days, when you have an online profile, there's this perception that you are obligated to speak up, you know, on topics of social and political and humanitarian injustice. Because entertainers, after all, are the last bastion of intelligent discourse. If you want to listen to some fucking nerd with dry elbows and a PhD in political science, be my guest. I prefer to get my news from Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. But these days, choosing online silence in the wake of a global atrocity can make you seem somehow complicit in that violence. Or at the very least, suggest that you are too gutless to speak out, lest it damage your brand. I mean, I even get accused of this, and look at my face. Seriously, who is coming to this as a reputable source of news? Hey folks, want to know what's really going on in the Middle East? Why not ask me, Cocaine Grimace?
Can you legally say that? Are you gonna get sued by McDonald's? Cocaine Grimace.
It's weird, man. And here's the fact, like, in my opinion, social media is not my platform. This is my platform. And I use social media to sell tickets to this. And then I take some of the money from those ticket sales and I pay a woman named Autumn to run my social media for me so I never even have to fucking look at it. Yes. And look, that is a choice and a privilege. I'm not passing judgment on your social media use. Smoke 'em if you got 'em, you know? I know it can be great for knowledge exchange and grassroots activism, and I know it's a literal treasure trove of clips of cops behaving badly. It's hilarious. But it's also wall-to-wall advertisements. Everybody's selling something, including me. And that fucks with my head when that is in my pocket. So I need boundaries, you know? And that's just me. And I used to have all of the social media apps on my phone, but I found that I was constantly checking my posts to see if they'd been liked. So I hired Autumn to run it for me, and now I am desperate for her approval.
Okay.
What if I was more politically active on social media, though? You know, what if I wanted to post a story about the use of turkey and ostrich feathers in the construction of Big Bird from Sesame Street? Yeah, that's not a nice one, is it? Did you know that? Oh, did you? Oh, yeah, Big Bird's made of around 4,000 or 5,000 real feathers. Those feathers are replaced semi-regularly. Big Bird's been around for 55 years. We are talking thousands of turkeys, hundreds of ostriches, dead. In the name of Big Bird. I know, it's particularly uncomfortable for me as a vegan who literally would not be here were it not for Sesame Street. And look, I know there are a lot of people who were raised to believe that Sesame Street is a safe haven and that Big Bird represents belonging and celebrates cultural values. And look, I'm not an anti-Muppet, okay? Some of my best friends are Muppets. Some people even think I'm a Muppet.
Aren't you?
And friends who live on Sesame Street. And I know for a fact some of them are uncomfortable with Big Bird, but they don't feel like they can speak out against their community. And people can lose their livelihoods by speaking out. I could lose mine. Big Bird has powerful friends.
The children are fast, but Big Bird is faster.
And I know it can be difficult to change your thinking when you've been indoctrinated to see turkeys and ostriches as nothing more than animals. But for the rest of us, I wonder how history will look back on those of us who knew what was happening and yet felt it was a conflict of interest to stand up and call for an immediate cease feather. Our children will write songs of our cowardice. I don't know, look, maybe I should be more politically active on social media. But if I was, which particular choir would I be preaching to? Well, in order to find this out, I had Autumn collect and analyse all of my social media data, and the results showed that my online audience skews heavily to single white men in their mid-20s.
I'm not single, but I am a white man in my, not mid-20s, but I'm 20.
Devastating. all of this time, I thought I'd been creating inclusive and broad-reaching content, while I was, in fact, cultivating a community of fucking incels!
Hannah's brother Silas.
Naturally, I took immediate action and enrolled in a cultural diversity training program. I made it halfway through the first session on unconscious bias, but there was something annoying about the teacher I couldn't put my finger on, so I quit. Yeah, that is the best joke in the show. Thank you. But look, I had no idea that's who my audience was. I don't meet those dudes. You know, they never come up and talk to me. It's usually just the gender-fluid anime fans that chase me in the parking lot to hand me crocheted fan art. You know, they are the people I meet. And let me be clear, I love those people. They are my people. Yes, yes. Yes, but that's who I thought my audience was. You know, a bunch of Phoebes. But it turns out there's...
Is that a reference to Feltopia?
all these single white men sitting at home on YouTube going, Randy's done it again. And it's not that I don't appreciate them, it's just that I didn't know they existed. I never meet them. They never come and talk to me. You know, actually, that's not true. Last year, I did my first ever show in Paris, in France. And after the show, this young Frenchman waited at the merch desk until everybody else had gone home. And he waited for me, and he came up to me and he just said, Randy, here is a lock of my hair. Merci beaucoup. But it's the first time I really had to consider my... It's the first time I really had to consider my audience from that perspective. I never thought about who my audience was, and thinking about it really fucked with my head. Seriously, I became instantly self-conscious, and I started worrying about who I was writing jokes for, which is a worry, because I've got to say, I love each and every one of you. Seriously, I'm so grateful for the audience that I have. Yeah, I really am. I seriously am. Yeah. But I cannot, for 1 second, give a fuck what any of you think, you know? We're in trouble if that happens. And it happened. And it affected me really weirdly, man. I got self-conscious and I lost confidence and I retreated. This was last year. I really kind of had a downward spiral. Kind of lost faith in humanity as a result, you know? I became anxious, disenfranchised and horny. My friends and family cut me off, and I retreated to the safety of an online community and quickly fell down the rabbit hole of banana conspiracy theories.
Yep, definitely 4chan.
Did you know that on February 3rd, 1975, the CEO of United Fruit Company, a man named Eli Black, threw himself off the 44th floor of the Pan American building in New York City? Was it because he was implicated in bribing the Honduran government, or did somebody push him? I don't know, you tell me. All I know for a fact is, in the late 60s, years before his death, Eli Black's construction company, AMF, was awarded the contract to build the World Trade Center, and Eli Black personally oversaw the construction of the Twin Towers structural steelwork. Inside job? I don't know, you tell me! All I know for a fact is Eli Black's son, a man named Leon Black, is the co-founder of Apollo Global Management, a private equity giant who manage over $700 billion in assets. And in March 2021, Leon Black stepped down as Apollo's CEO and chairman after a board investigation discovered he had paid over $150 million in undisclosed fees to Jeffrey Epstein. Coincidence? I don't know, you tell me! Here's the truth, sheeple, if you're ready to fucking hear it. The world is run by a small group of elites who use bananas to manipulate mainstream media, education systems, the military, and the economy to create a centralised government of total global control while simultaneously fucking the traffic in Brooklyn. Local reference callback. It's always been the bananas. And bananas have been hiding in plain sight this whole time. And it starts... Just ignore the gaffer tape on the banana. It starts by indoctrinating the children. Oh, don't believe me? Okay. What is the highest grossing children's animated film of all time? Despicable Me, featuring little yellow minion freaks whose favourite food just happens to be banana. Most popular Nintendo Switch game of all time, Mario Kart. It's full of bananas. Most popular comfort food for children, McDonald's. Take a closer look at the Golden Arches.
God damn it.
Here's a scientific fact. Humans share around 25% of their genes with bananas. That's a scientific fact. Why? Because 10,000 years ago, a race of shape-shifting reptilians created bananas using the genetic makeup of our ancestors. We are the first banana! Fortnite is full of bananas. The winner of RuPaul's Drag Race was a banana-themed drag queen.
Oh, that's actually kind of funny. Not that the rest of this isn't, it's just like... not to be transphobic, but what do drag queens even do? What are they doing? What do you mean that the winner of RuPaul's Drag Race was a banana-themed drag queen? What do you mean?
It has to be the bananas. It has to be the banana. It has to be the banana. Because otherwise we're living in a world where the temperature is rising, the oceans are dying, children are starving, and we put profits ahead of people and the planet every single time. Why would anyone in their right mind allow that to happen? It has to be the bananas. It is the only rational explanation.
Rational is a stretch.
And once I learned the truth, I knew I had to share it. But how? How to get the truth out there? Then it occurred to me. Did I not already have a captive audience of the most easily influenced demographic on the planet? The young white man? Why? Why? Yes. Why would I waste my time actively trying to diversify my audience when I could simply take my existing fan base and radicalize them? This is not a comedy show, it's a fucking recruitment drive. Who's with me?
So, a Trump rally.
Yes! Yeah! It was 2016 when I was almost cast in the lead role for the Ridley Scott film Alien Covenant.
Okay.
2016 was a weird year. Look, listen,
I thought you said you would never speak of this.
before I tell this story, this is the story that I do the 3 a.m. shame marinade in the refrigerator for. This is the, oh no. Actually, you know what? I actually think it's worse than that. I think this is my 2 o'clock in the afternoon strolling casually through the supermarket. Fuck! It's that one. It's that one. Okay? So I'm going to tell the story, but I need your support, okay? Because this is some fucked up shit. All right, so 2016, you remember 2016? 2016 was a weird year, man. Some crazy shit happened. Like the UK left the European Union. Pokemon Go was walking people into oncoming traffic. And I was a young, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, 36-year-old, overconfident comedian living in Australia, desperate to become first banana. So when I heard that Ridley Scott was coming to Australia to film his brand new movie Alien Covenant and that they were auditioning stunt people to play the actual alien, my first thought was, well, this is it. This could be my big break. And in hindsight, my first thought should have been, I've never done a stunt in my fucking life. But somehow I booked a stunt audition and I was supremely confident until I met Nikos, the stunt coordinator who was running the audition. Huge man, chiseled jaw, rippling biceps. He looked like he'd just eaten Chris Hemsworth.
Okay.
And then shat out Liam Hemsworth. And as soon as I met him, goddamn, I wanted to impress this man so much. Fuck, I wanted Nikos to love me. I really wanted him to just love me. But I was completely out of my depth because he just threw me straight into a stunt routine. Again, never done a stunt in my fucking life, but he was like, Randy, over here, with me. Randy, with me. Here's what I want to see. Forward shoulder roll into a crouch. Look left, look right, lizard crawl across the floor, jump on a box from a standing start, take a bullet, spin, fall backwards, roll to standing, take a punch, snap back, take 2 bullets, jab, jab, and then chase a casting assistant up a set of stairs. You got that, Randy? Oh, yes, Nikos, that's a classic routine. We've all done that one. I did not know what I was doing. I did not want to do it. But Nikos was looking at me. So I did it, and I just pretended that I wasn't having a fucking brain aneurysm. Now, Nikos made me do that routine 3 times in a row, and I was exhausted. And then he made me do it 2 more times while wearing a 30-kilogram weight vest. Yeah, and if you're struggling with the weight conversion, that is the equivalent of having 30 Algerian hedgehogs strapped to your chest. Super cute, but real hard for stunt work. I did not want to do it,
But Nikos was looking at me.
My Nikos was looking at me.
So I did it, and I just pretended that I wasn't having a rectal prolapse.
Okay.
Now, I got to level with you. On the day of the audition, I felt like I was getting sick, right? Before I even walked into the room, I was under the weather, right? And at this point in the audition, I was fucked. I was sweating, I was shaking, I was nauseous, I could hardly breathe. And I was like, okay, this dream is dead. I need to tell Nikos that I have no business being here. But then, Nikos brought out the xenomorph head. The actual alien head from the Alien movies, and he put it on my head. Yeah, and if you can't picture it, just imagine another entire me sideways on my own head.
Okay.
Can I just check in here? Has anybody not seen the Alien movies? You haven't? I won't make fun of you. I just need to take a poll of the room. Anyone not seen the Alien films? Yeah? But you know what I'm talking about, yeah? You know the alien, the famous alien with the long head, yeah? Looks like a banana. Why does it look like a banana? Why does it look like a banana? But you've never seen the films? No. Oh, shit. I don't want anybody to feel left out. You've been such an amazing audience. I can't end the show with you not feeling included. Fuck it. I'll just do a quick summary of the entire Alien franchise. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Okay, so it's in space. It's in space. I'm not going to tell you the plot. I'm just going to do some of my favourite lines in semi-chronological order. You can just fill in the rest. Okay, here we go. It's a distress signal. Some sort of eggs or something. Face hugger! I'm fine. Chest burster! It's using the air shaft. I'm the only survivor. I'm not going back. I'm going back. Weebly! It's game over, man. Get away from her, you bitch. It's a penal colony. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. You've been in my life so long, I can't remember anything else. Winona Ryder? Predator? And then I think she fucks one of them for some reason. That's it. That's the whole thing. Okay. That bit at the end there, that was me accepting my Oscar. So, I'm wearing the head, and there's no eyes. The alien doesn't have any eyes, so I can't see anything in the head. So what they do, right, is there's a camera in the nose of the head with a cable that leads to a pair of goggles. So I have a vision feed of what's happening in front of the alien, which sounds amazing, but it is a shitty black and white doorbell cam with a 2-second delay. It is the most disorientating experience.
Oh, God.
I have no idea what's happening out there. But it's still very cool to be wearing a piece of actual cinematic history. A beautifully designed, surprisingly heavy, very expensive piece of cinematic history.
Oh, I see where this is
So I
going.
did the entire routine again, wearing the head, and they filmed it, and then they let me watch it back. You know those YouTube videos of people wearing VR headsets for the first time and like running face first into walls? They look graceful compared to what I was doing. Oh my God. I took the head off and there was just this general vibe in the room like, oh, Randy didn't quite nail that one, did he? But sometimes you need to see what you're doing to know what you need to change. And I was like, oh, I get it now. Please, Nikos, please. Please give me one more shot, Nikos. And to his credit, Nikos gave me one more shot. And even though I was exhausted and sweating and shaking and nauseous and I could hardly breathe, I gave it every scrap of energy I had left. I put everything I had left into this performance. Complete commitment. I was whipping my imaginary alien tail around. I was even doing that arms out the back thing that aliens do. And when I was done, I took off the head and Nikos was applauding. And for the first time in my life, I felt like the first banana. And then Nikos said, I've called the producers. They'll be here in 2 minutes to watch you do it again. And I wanted to kill myself.
But Nikos was looking at me.
So I said, oh, why yes, Nikos. I would love to do that again. You know, I think it might be my new favourite thing to do. Would you excuse me a moment while I use the restroom facilities? And I went into the bathroom and I put my entire head in the sink just to pour cold water on the back of my neck. I was just trying to cool down because I was sweating and I was shaking and I was nauseous. I could hardly breathe. I had a crazy pain in my side for some reason, and I should have just ended it there. I should have stopped right there. But instead, I looked at myself in that bathroom mirror, slapped myself across the face and said, are you an alien? Or are you a fucking pussy? Yes. So I went back out there. I shook the producers' hands. I put on their hedgehogs. I put on the head. They called action, and I went for it. Forward shoulder roll into a crouch. Look left, look right, lizard crawl across the floor, jump on a box, take a bullet, spin, fall backwards, roll to standing, take a punch, snap back, take 2 bullets, jab, jab, vomit into the alien head.
Oh no.
Chase a casting assistant up a set of stairs with vomit cascading down my body, slip in the vomit, smash the alien head face first into the stairs, destroying the camera, destroying the head, destroying my future in the film industry.
Nikos was not impressed.
And I felt sick to my stomach. And I later found out that was at least partly due to an abscess that I had growing on my spleen at the time, for which I was then hospitalised for 6 weeks until they cut my spleen out. That is a true story. And I've got to tell you, it does nothing to lessen the humiliation. The knowledge that I had a parasite growing in my stomach during my fucking alien audition!
Oh boy.
So now I am happy to be known as Randy the Crazy Banana Guy. Because all the banana facts in this show are true. Bananas are a tool of global manipulation. You'll never eat one again without thinking of your creepy uncle. And pug dogs are actually a tropical fruit. So why not blame the end of the world on bananas? It's as tangible as anything else. When the world feels like a flaming pile of shit, blame bananas! And you don't know where or how or why you fit, blame bananas! When the audience won't join in with your song,
Blame bananas!
when clearly they are meant to sing along, come on, blame bananas! Every time someone looks at you the wrong way, every time you have a feeling that you can't explain, every time you need to find a place to lay the blame,
Blame bananas!
all of my friends are addicted to fentanyl.
Blame bananas!
Some people still have respect for J.K. Rowling.
Blame bananas!
I use emojis in my emails.
Blame bananas!
Fucking, I don't know, cancer.
Blame bananas!
When life gives you a lemon and you don't know how to make lemonade. When you're trying to make sense of shit that doesn't make sense.
Blame bananas!
So now, my friends, you could just let it all go. All the fear, all the hatred. Now you know the truth about bananas. You are free! So next time you're feeling anxious, disenfranchised and horny, you know who to blame, my friends. You know who to blame. 1, 2, 3. Now every time someone looks at you the wrong way, every time you have a feeling that you can't explain, every time you need to find a place to lay the blame,
Blame bananas!
come on! Fuck yeah! We did it! Thank you! Good night!
I have tried to be an independent artist all my life. My integrity meant the world to me, but now I take all my cues from comments left on YouTube. You gotta give the people what they want, what they want, what they want. You gotta give the people what they want, what they want, what they want.
Shout out to everyone who worked on this, by the way.
I arrived, and now I'm cornering the market. But now I'm dead inside. I do not expect industry respect. I prefer the love of strangers. You gotta give the people what they want, what they want, what they want. You gotta give the people what they want, what they want, what they want. Give the people what they want. Man's gotta earn it. Give the people what they want. I went back out there. Give the people what they want. I will never be. Give the people what they want. Dance to the algorithm.
All right. That was First Banana. I'll see you next time, chat.